Girls Frontline 2 Exilium is rolling full steam into the next event, Interstice of Reminiscence. Right after the double banner release of Belka and Andoris, our next stop is Jiangyu, a kung fu-oriented doll who is going to be a perfect addition to your electric team. We'll dive into that more later. For those who are unaware, Girls Frontline 2 is relatively new, nearing its first anniversary on global, and is a 3D strategy RPG with major emphasis on character models, dorm features, feat, and just as importantly, story. Right now, there are tons of free rewards thrown at our faces, such as 34, your favorite number, targeted access permission tickets, and an outfit from Mosin Nagant, which has been running for a while, but you still have plenty of time. There's a lot of goodies, let's say, that comes with that skin, so don't forget to manually turn in the points when you're finished with dailies. It takes less than a week to get it, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. There's a lot more going on with the event, but before that, let's take a quick stroll through the courtyard, the main appeal of Girls Frontline 2 Exilium. This is the main content of the game, at least for me. Thus, it makes sense to start with what commanders spend the majority of their downtime on, carefully observing their dolls sleeping on a bed, poke them while they play with toys, stand back as they create poison for their next mission, and enjoy them leisurely reading a book. Girls Frontline 2 uses a non-photorealistic rendering art style founded on physically based rendering technology, which sounds like a bunch of gibberish, but it is the reason why time and time again you hear players and creators alike calling this one of the most visually impressive games. It's true, I'm thoroughly impressed. The refitting room is where you can also interact with your dolls, but it is also where they are upgraded, equipped with weapons and keys, customized with skins, and occasionally poked from behind. Moving on to more family-friendly activities, we see here that there is a fully customizable 3D weapon system. This is a gun-based game after all, so of course there's a massive gallery of weapons and attachments to choose from, all customizable with obtainable colors and skins. If you're just starting out, there's plenty of ways to catch up, like the 120 free pulls you can claim just by logging in and doing simple missions. With that out of the way, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the next update. This is the latter half of the massive mashup event going on right now, Interstice of Reminiscence. As previously mentioned, you can get up to 34 pulls, some coming from simply logging in, and others earned from the event resources equivalent to 24. Siberian Slide, the free Mosin Nagant outfit we've already touched on, and an additional 10 pulls from the Elmo Special Supply are all claimable only if you haven't yet experienced the event. All this free stuff is event exclusive, so be sure to keep that in mind. The newest electric doll, Jang Yu, is coming out on the 25th of September. We're also getting a rerun of Springfield, who is also very effective in multiple ways. But never mind that, Jang Yu is one of the best units you can get for your electric team right now. Everyone knows there's only so much time left until the Electric God carry comes out, so to properly sustain that insane team, you'll need Jang Yu. She's essentially a support class doll who boosts her team's damage output and overall survivability using positive and negative charge effects. Still, she can dish out some serious destruction by releasing Chi, dealing a substantial amount of stability damage. Alright, enough talking about meta as if I'm good at this game and know what I'm saying. Let's dive into the actual educational part of this sponsored video. How have they emphasized her physics in the dorm rooms? What absolute bottom-feeding degenerate activities can we partake in without being banned off of this platform? Kidding, of course. Half kidding. Let's give you a little history lesson of what kind of character Jang Yu was, the struggles she had to endure, and the events she was molded by. Back in Girls Frontline 1, just like everyone else, she had no name and was known by her imprinted weapon, Type 97. Basically, she had a sister who was better than her in almost every way, causing her to be overshadowed. This struggle becomes central to her early identity, as she was just known as the sister of Type 95 and nothing more. Fast forward to Girls Frontline 2, Jiangyu is reborn and is given a lot more justified attention. She went from being a niche pick to a core part of the Electric team, bringing buffs like critical rate boosts and proper character dialogue lines that make her feel more than just a sister to Diane. Jang Yu has been upgraded from being a side character to someone who is vital to Electric team comps. She bridges performance and combat, a happy-go-lucky personality and utility, and this time the lore aligns with the mechanics. A quick-witted performer who overcomes self-doubt, now delivering a payload of support and flair. They've preserved what made her unique, all while improving what needed to change. And now, more than ever, Jang Yu is both more than just a sister and a unit worth pulling. TLDR, they buffed her chest region, gave you a skin you wouldn't show to your parents, at least, not your mom, and now we all care about her. Incredible work, guys. Bravo. Whoa. Speaking of which, this outfit is called Raindrop Cleaving Blades, and it's apparently her favorite outfit. I think I understand where she's coming from. It's practical, and, I forgot what I was going to say. This is one of those dynamic skins, so players can swap accessories that suit their playstyle. Hairbands, tops, and socks can all be interchanged, as you can see. I personally think this is the way to go, you know? Gets me in the mood for some girls frontlining. There's also a weapon skin if you're into that instead. Annihilating Arc is a skin for a shotgun, so don't be misled into thinking this is for Jiangyu. I like it. I think it's personally way cooler than those over-the-top skins that look like they've been dipped in liquid cotton candy. It's super slick and reminiscent of a bygone game. Both Jiangyu's outfit and this skin will be unleashed at the same time as the event and will be on limited time discount until October 15th. In addition to the event are minigames that you've probably seen before. Assault Simulation requires dolls to eliminate enemies within a time limit, and Rhythmic Tempo is a more leisure game, having your dolls complete dance moves by matching the corresponding things to each other. It's a chill and easy way to get more resources, so don't lose that chance. Okay, it's time to dive into the biggest permanent gameplay addition of this entire event, the introduction of remolding patterns. There's a lot of rumors going around about this new system, so let's just break it down for you first so you can get a general idea and go from there. First, there's this new game mode called Phase Clash. Here you venture deep into dark zones and collect materials that are then used to upgrade remolding patterns. What are remolding patterns? Each doll has the ability now to significantly boost their stats and unlock new effects and gameplay with what is called growth data. In short, it's just another way to make your dolls stronger in the long term so you can take on more powerful enemies. Or if you simply want to look at ridiculous big number damage outputs, which was never possible before. Every week in Phase Clash, there is a different area with a random elemental property. This means commanders will have to shake up their team comps to match with that week's elemental weakness. Every area has 4 floors, which sounds like a lot, but not to worry. The majority of higher rarity items, the ones that actually matter, appear on the first floor. The rest of the floors are just for players that really like this new game mode for whatever reason, and those with extra willpower to min-max their weekly resources. After all, reaching a certain exploration level each week will award a orange rarity selection crate. For those of us who just want to make our dolls stronger as soon as possible in a minimal amount of time, all you have to do is clear the first floor, which comes with a boss that guarantees a drop of ovial growth data. Interesting choice for a name. An item you absolutely need. Not only that, once you reach the boss room, players will gain access to the teleporter, allowing you to simply teleport to the boss every week to save yourself some time in the grind. Remolding patterns are essentially once a week you enter an area that leads to a boss that gives you items, which are then used to boost your doll's stats. Oh yeah, apparently there's a chance a little Easter egg could be hiding in one of the floors every week. Probably there to shake things up, you know? In other news, there's a new challenge mode called Extreme Peak that starts from September 30th, and a new Crossroads challenge boss, Old J Fat. Notice I didn't pronounce that name correctly on purpose. I hate this guy. Furthermore, the past events will have its first edition, Rhapsody Quartet, Macchiato's event, which I remember to be pretty solid, especially if you're a Wawa fan. Finally, as you can see here, Jiangyu and Springfield are both featured in the gacha, of course, along with their weapons. You're guaranteed an elite after 80 pulls, and soft pity starts at around 58. If you lose the first 50-50, you know how it goes. The featured doll will be guaranteed in the next elite pull. Whether you're after ovules or Jang Yu's spicy outfit, there's plenty of new stuff in this packed event to give you something to do. As for me, I'm gonna pull on this account first so I can pretend to have good luck for when I pull on my actual account. Thank you to Girls Frontline 2, Exilium, and Sunborn for the opportunity to make a video for this game that I actually play. Be sure to check out the game if you haven't already through the link provided below, and follow their social media accounts for any updates or changes. Goodbye.